Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks. Today we're talking about finding Mr. and Mrs. Right. Will you be my wifey? Will you be my husband? I don't know. Did somebody sing that song? No, okay. It just sounded good in my head. But considering what came out just now, I apologize. But today's episode is all about finding Mr. and Mrs. Right. Yes. So today I'm going to be talking about all the tea on, at least from my own personal experience, and from some research, we're going to share some vital content with you that allows you to have insight into dating intentionally and finding hopefully Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, whatever floats your boat. But before we get into that discussion, today's episode is graciously sponsored by HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. Let me tell you something. In this life, no balance. However, HD Pro Global provides services that allows you to transform your body and physical appearance in 90 days or less. But most importantly, they also look out for your pocketbook. So if you're looking to get into the med spa business, they have a franchise program, a training and certification program that allows you to get trained and certified in a short amount of time, and you can start earning by helping others transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. Like I said, life, no balance, but there's certain things that we can do to bring some balance to the situation. Check out their website, hdproglobal.com, for more information, and don't forget to thank me later. Now, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, do not forget to subscribe, turn your notification on, because every week, don't mind me, I'm just joking. Every week we're bringing you a new episode, new content, fresh, vibrant conversations on Dr. OJ Speaks TV. We are also on Roku. Yes, we are on Roku Banky TV. So if you want to download, actually I'm asking you to go download the Roku app so that you can connect with Banky TV and you can catch your wonderful neighborhood thought leader, Dr. OJ Speaks, on there as well. Now we are going to dive into this conversation because I am excited. I cannot wait to get started. See you on the other side. Today's episode, like I told you, is talking about finding Mr. and Mrs. Right. Now, I am going to be speaking from two places, a place of experience and a place of research. Now, being a divorced person, I sort of have quite a bit of experience with knowing certain traits in people that I absolutely do not want. So it allows me to, it allows me to sort of quickly filter through the nonsense. Like I'm able to cut through the BS, like real quick. I don't have time. I've met quite a bit of people, and I know a lot of people ask me this question, Doctor, oh my God, you're so this, you're so that. Not out of, I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm just saying, I don't know, I guess maybe I could be wrong, but a lot of people definitely see amazing value in who I am, and added to the fact that I'm pretty attractive, people assume that I would be dating a lot. They also assume that I should be remarried by now, but the fact is, it's not them, it's me. I don't know if you've ever said that, like, it's not, it's me. I am very intentional about committing myself to somebody. I have certain things that, over been married before, now divorced, and then trying to date and having quite a few disagreements. I'm like, and then after that I just decided I was really going to immerse myself in education. So I started educating myself about men. Yes, educating myself about men. So believe it or not, women, let me tell you something. If you truly want to have a successful marriage, relationship, you have to immerse yourself in the education of men, period. And that's on period. It's not even putting it in any other way other than the fact that how are you going to be with somebody or manage a situation that you're not equipped to manage? And the same thing for men as well. Take time to educate yourself about women. And you don't necessarily have to do it from serially dating random men and women. So that's not what I'm saying. What I did, nope. I educate myself about men by learning from great mentors, learning from relationship counselors who are trained in the field of this particular specialty that we're talking about. Listening to a lot of spiritually aligned men and women of God, just from the Word of God as well, but learning from people and just really educating myself, reading books about it. It's very serious. So, like, I literally have gone to the University of Men, and I am still there because there's still certain things that I'm like, okay, we gotta keep learning this, because when I eventually decide to settle down again, I really want it to be for the rest of the amazing life that God has for me. And I want to bring a man into my space that my children can see as not just a father figure, because you know when we say father figure, like you're just a figure that is a father. No. That my boys can see as their father as well. And they can relate to him on several different dimensions and levels. And he can be a model for them, he can teach them, and he can influence their lives. It is so important for me, not just for myself, but because of my children. So when I get out there and date as a divorced single mom, I am not just dating for myself. I'm dating for myself and my children. So that's just a little bit about answering that question that I get all the time. I know I'm amazing. No, jokes apart though. But I know that a lot of us out there, we are such amazing human beings, and we wonder why we keep ending up with the wrong person. All right, how do I know if he or she is right? Finding Mr. or Mrs. Right. First things first, you have to be very intentional about dating. Like for me, I tell people like, oh yeah, I want to take you to dinner, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, what's the end game? And I ask that question very, very mindfully, like, what do you have in mind? Are you just wanting to date me for the heck of it? Do you just want to spend time with me because you're lonely? Or do you just want to take me to dinner and then get something out of it? I ask those questions. And the response always lets me know, of course, what the intention is. Except you're just being very, I don't know, very basic about your life. But for me, I take my life very seriously, because this life is not only me that is using it. I'm using it, my 3 boys are using it, the people that I speak to, you, my audience, you guys are using it, everyone that I come in contact with is using it. So this life is being used by plenty people, all of my village people. So I cannot afford to just randomly date and get in situationships and things like that. Maybe it works for some people, but for me, that's not for me. So being intentional about dating is very important. That's one way for you to actually know who Mr. or Mrs. Right is. When you're dating, you have to have your standards. Not just the standards the society talks about, like money, cars, good job, whatever. All those things are great. Trust me, financial stability, security, whew, it is key. Money makes the world go round. And that's not just a cliche. It's not just a random saying. It is a fact. However, when picking a mate, you have to look beyond what society sets as a standard. You have to engage that person and ask deliberate questions. You know, you have to ask questions that help you to determine spiritual alignment. You have to ask questions that help you to determine professional alignment. You know, is he the kind of guy that expects you to work hard? I mean, well, you're a working woman, you're a professional, you run businesses, and then he still expects you to come home every day and cook him a fresh meal, and all of those little things, you know. Is he able to immerse himself in your situation. If, for example, you are a single dad, you have children, or you're a single mom, you have children, it's important that your mate is able to know all of these things, and you're able to know where they stand on those matters. Like, those are very important conversations that you both need to have while dating. Like, dating is data collection, pretty much. Dating is not sleeping around. Dating is not just eating dinners and having fun and taking pictures for the gram and bae boo and all of those things. Dating is data collection. So in order for you to determine and know for a fact that this person is right for you, not just the fact that you both look good in pictures. I mean, you could both look like couple goals, you know, it's chiseled, you're like figure eight Coca-Cola bottle, supermodel type things. With experience, we know that those things have never sustained a relationship. But you have to be very mindful and intentional with just asking those questions, gathering as much data as possible. Now, there's one thing I want to bring in. Dating is not a time for you to be testing people. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just feel like it's very, very insulting. And this is from my own experience. So like I said, experience and research, and from my University of Learning about Relationship post-divorce. Had to learn the hard way. Please don't learn the hard way like me. But I feel like it's very insulting for men and women. I don't know, but more men do this than women. When they tell you, I'm testing her, like, I want to test to see if she's going to love me, if she finds out if I have money, or if she's going to just do certain stupid things, put up like just just childish behavior, just all in the name of, I want to test her threshold or her resilience, or see how much she loves me or how much he loves you. Come on. Even God said, do not test the Lord your God. And I don't think that it's our position as human beings to be testing people. If you meet somebody you genuinely are interested in, then get in there, ask adult conversation, ask adult questions, have adult conversations, gather the data in a very open and honest manner. Like, there's this word HIT: honesty, integrity, and transparency. I learned that on a business development training that I took. Honesty, integrity, and transparency. That same principle can apply to your dating life. It should apply really to your dating life. Be honest to each other about your expectations. See, it's either they can or cannot, and all of these things. So honesty, integrity, and transparency, we're going to dive into that a little bit when we come back from this break. Just think about everything I've said. I'll be right back. Are you living the life you dream of daily? Are you expressing your creativity while earning a 5 to 6 figure income annually? What would you give for the opportunity to be part of a $500 billion industry that not only meets all these needs, but offers an ever-growing and profitable lifelong career path? If you answered yes to all these questions, then you are the right fit for HD Pro Global Beauty Institute. We offer 3 online self-paced training and certification courses, 9 in-person training with starter kit options for each module, 5 training manuals developed and curated for the lifelong learner. In addition, our mentoring and franchise program is available to get you started with our Business in a Box package. Register online at www.hdproglobal.com, or you can call or text the number 469-420-0246 for more information. The HD Pro Global team is ready to help you master the art of transforming bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for getting there with me. So for this second half of the show, I'm going to talk about, I dropped off at honesty, integrity, and transparency, and this is just like a 3-word philosophy that really guides every area of human interaction. I believe if you operate with human beings, period, honestly, you have integrity, and you're extremely transparent, I tell you, you will be able to attract, maintain, and influence people better than when you try to do it from a place of any other thing that is other than honesty, integrity, and transparency. I cannot stress that point enough. Catch my drift, and that's on, period. All right, moving on. Be ready and aligned. That's what. Be ready and aligned. The man or the woman you want to attract. So if you're a female, you're trying to be a multi-million-dollar dude, guess what? You better be setting yourself up to be a $1 million babe. Ain't nobody trying to be your ATM out here. Okay? That's just the truth. If you want to attract a hardworking, and I feel like we need to be honest and with each other with this. I mean, in this generation we're in, I know that, there was a time when, as women, we are programmed to think a man is going to come into our situation. He's going to rescue us. The knight in shining armor. My Prince Charming. My dear, don't they wait tired. Prince Charming never right, come find me. So, I had to pick myself up and say, Auntie Yara and brain, chase your paper. And along the way, as you're chasing your paper, the person will get with you and you guys can chase the paper together in the same, the same level. One with men, especially, this is with men. They date a girl and they see a woman who is of a certain standard, certain achievements, education, and whatever else, you see in a nice full package woman. You get what I mean? She can cook, she can clean, she's beautiful, she's a homemaker, she works hard, she's got her money. All of it seems like everything is there. And then you start dating her and all of a sudden you're trying to push this woman down, or you're just coming up with a silly excuse, you're too high maintenance for me. You want too much, you're a gold digger. What? Look, let's be real. If you are on this level, find the woman that is on your same level. That way, nobody is going to be having issues. If you're on the level of when you buy a girl dinner and she's happy and she's grateful and that's all she wants, then that's the kind of woman you need to go for. Because guess what? If you are on that level of all you can afford to do is buy dinner and ice cream, and then you go and chase a woman that she's looking for you to buy her a Range Rover, and then you can't meet up to those expectations, and you're getting upset with her and saying she's a gold digger, she's a this, she's a that, now you no get sense. You went to find something that you could not afford to maintain, or you could not afford to align yourself with. You are not in alignment with that person. So why even bother in the first place? And that is just facts. And this same thing goes for women as well. I don't look at one side to kind of I'm not biased. I feel like we have to be fair to each other. The expectations that we set for each other is what is killing a lot of people from having genuine connections with each other. A lot of men have to lie to women because they feel like they have to make stuff up in order to get you to trust and believe them. And a lot of women put up this facade that they are this and they are that, and they're not really all that and a bag of chips. So let's just be very honest. Oh my God, honesty, integrity, and transparency again. So be the man or the woman you want to be. You want to attract. If you're looking for a God-fearing man, be a God-fearing woman. If you're looking for a woman, whatever type of man or woman you're looking for, you shall get the drift. Be that person. If it's Agbero, you be Agbero. If it's a high-class babe, you have to be a high-class man. If it's six-figure income earner, you have to be let's just be fair to each other so that way we can all learn to get along better. Finally, I have a checklist for you. So, have a checklist. Well, let me just say, no, I don't have a checklist for you. Me, I have my own checklist. And I'm not going to share with you. I have my checklist, but let me just share just some basic things that I feel like should be considered when putting your checklist together. This checklist has to be very personal to you. It's not based on what mommy, daddy, pastor, uncle said, or society or social media says. This is a checklist that will determine the longevity of your marriage, your relationship. Because these are things that, after a while, if it's not true to who you are, you're not going to be able to maintain it. So your checklist should be set on your personal values and philosophies. You should write a list of things. I mean, yes, you want someone who's attractive. Yes, of course. We all want to be with someone who will look at it and be like, oh my God, that's my man. Oh my God, that's my boo. Okay, let's just be real. But you don't want to stop it right there. You want to focus on values. What are their values? What kind of values do you hold dear? What are their philosophies to life? How do they want to raise your kids? Or how do you guys want to raise your kids? Spirituality, how spiritually aligned are you? All those attributes need to be on your checklist. But most importantly, in fact, more important than your checklist, deal breakers. What are your deal breakers? I tell you, people will gloss and slide over them deal breakers because they were like, I'm in love. I love him so much. Oh my gosh, it just makes my heart just skip a beat every time I see her. But I promise you, if you are not getting those deal breakers on the table, ensuring that it's not something that you absolutely cannot live with, no matter what love, let me tell you something, love is sweet when you are dating, but marriage will clear that. In fact, they say no, they say love is sweet and blind, but marriage will clear your sight when you enter marriage. So you just have to be very, very intentional. What are your deal breakers? What are some of the things, or what are the things that you absolutely must have in a person? And one thing I know is this. We talk about, I'm a Christian, I'm a woman of faith. And I know that, when we're praying, we say, pray to God, ask God for what you want, give him a list and things like that. Yes, God absolutely listens to you. He takes into consideration the things that you want because he created you. He knows who you are, even more than you know yourself. So if you feel like you're just saying, God, I am praying for your will, the will of God, yes, the will of God. However, it's nothing wrong with you telling God there are certain things that I would desire to have in a mate. I think God absolutely appreciates your contribution when you guys are trying to cook up that man or that woman of your dreams, Mr. or Mrs. Right. All right, guys, that's it from me today, and I will be back next week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. So wishing you guys the best. Happy dating. Bye. Hey, woo, wow. Yes. So now, you know some of the things that it takes for you to have your list. You have your deal breakers, you have your personal preferences, you align yourself will be the man or the woman that you want to attract. Well, these are just some of the things that we talked about today. I hope you found some amazing content and some amazing value in the content that we provided for you today. So don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification on, like this video, give us a lot of likes, share the video, share with your people and help us to grow our community at Dr. OJ Speaks TV. Until next time, I will be back with some more conversations. Thanks. Bye. Mwah.